Hello everybody. It's been a very long 10 hours of grinding this 500 maps, but I am finally done. So let's keep things short and simple. This is my Atlas skill tree. Everyone has been doing boss rush strategies, so this should be kind of standard. Of course, I'm taking synthesis nodes, your Shaper Elder Guardian nodes, your Conqueror map nodes, boss drop additional currency, and possessed monsters. Yeah, Science. Okay, then I'm also taking essences because they're free. Why not? And it looks scuffed as hell, but like I'm taking all the map drop duplication chance nodes and some adjacent map drop chance. I mean, this is of course to duplicate all your special maps that drop from the map boss. If it does drop. So apart from that, I'm also doing this, right? First three possessed monsters drop an additional gilded scarab. So let's just do a quick example. So I've got coves and cemetery. So I will explain how this will work out later on. So usually you want to run up on coves, you want to run upwards and then go down along the coast. Because this is okay, so you see, you look for this weird broken pirate ship thing, and then the boss over here.
A very
It
good map.
drops cemetery map. Here essences. So now,
Nice.
kind of a bad spawn, but like
It's okay.
don't
It's
have any possessed
okay.
monsters there.
Nice.
But yes, as you can see, 1, 2, and then just get one more scarab. There we go. And then we get out the map. And then now we'll do the same thing, go into the cemetery map. I'll just put this here then. So usually I'll clear any essences along the way. Or like this once again. There were no possessed
A
mobs
very good map.
along the way, so now I
Can I
go
not have
find
it in moments respite?
essences will usually be possessed, but this is a
Nice.
what a
It's
bad shot.
okay.
Nice.
So that goes two scarabs. Okay, never mind.
Nice.
So you see that was like what, a minute plus for 2 maps. So yes, when we take all the adjacent map drop chance nodes, you see you are basically infinitely sustained. You drop cemetery, you drop a coast. You do cemetery, you drop a coast. You do coast, you drop a cemetery. And then you basically don't need to care about rolling your maps. Okay, so how this is done is you favorite half of your maps as cemetery and favorite half of it as coves. So these two are linked together. Technically, you can do that with any map which has like adjacent maps, but I mean, Cemetery has a chance for Brother Stash, and Coves has a pretty decent layout. So yeah, those two standard maps. Alright, so I'm gonna go swap over to me in a PowerPoint presentation for like a more in-depth view. Alright, so here is the profit that we made over 500 maps using this strategy. So for those who just want to know how much I made, I've made around 100x over 500 maps. And it took me about 10 hours to run all the maps, so it's about 10x per hour, give or take. This is kind of conservative because I didn't include quite a lot of things, all the bubblegum currencies and everything. I only took loot that is like liquid and sells really fast. So if you want to know how much each mechanic in a map drops, like just continue watching, otherwise goodbye. Okay, so let's see. So as I've showed just now, we are doing cemetery and coves ping pong. So doing cemetery will drop coves, and doing coves will drop cemetery. So this is basically infinite sustain. We don't need to care about alking or maps or anything. You just run the maps as they are when they drop, whether it's normal, magic, or rare, as long as your build can run reflect and things like that. So you can actually use this template for any mapping strategy that you want. expedition, incursion, anything. You can just throw in a scarab, do the mechanic, kill the boss, and then get out. Right, but I don't think you should have map sustain problems ever since the Void Stone changes anyways. Okay, next. Gilded Torment Sexton. Yeah, I already explained this just now. So the first three monsters will drop a Gilded Scarab, and we're using Scions. Scions? Yeah, so basically guarantee 5 mobs to be possessed. So, yes, go into the map, get 3 Scarabs, kill the map boss, and then get out. So, Searing Exarch Influence, invitations are more expensive. The mobs spawn faster. That's about it. If you really wanted to, you can do Eater of Worlds, but I mean, more altars means more loot, but then it kind of defeats the purpose of being a boss rush strat, right? So that's about it. Okay, so let's talk about altars, right? So maps dropped by slain enemies have chance to be duplicated. This is a pretty good one to take. If it drops a Elder map, Shaper map, Serious map, anything, it has a chance to duplicate. And it stacks on with whatever we have on the tree already, which brings it up to like 30 plus. It's a substantial amount for maps to be duplicated. Then next we have drops additional Eldritch Ember currency. So this is actually really, really good because you can drop Eldritch Chaos, Eldritch Exalts, Eldritch Annuls, and they're all pretty expensive, especially for Chaos. If you can sell them in bulk, I was putting it at 25C a piece and I'm still getting spam for it. So that's really good money. Then the last one is more of like if you see chance to drop additional scarab, this is just standard, right? More scarabs, more money. If I get this, I'll just full clear the map. Otherwise, I'll just kill the boss. Okay. So the pros of this strat is absolutely brain dead. You don't need to think. You just go in, you get your 3 scarabs, kill the map boss, and then you're done. But the cons is that it's brain dead, and it will suck the living life out of you if you do 500 of these maps. It was the longest 10 hours of my life. So yes, time for loot breakdown. Okay, so this is the loot that I got from map bosses. We got 20 incandescent invitations. This is gonna be guaranteed, right? Especially if you take the note, which has a 10% chance to get double, count double towards the invitation. Is I mean, it's just consistent money, right? You're definitely gonna get this no matter what. It's priced just 70C, but I'm pretty sure you can sell more, especially in bulk. Yeah, same thing for all the guardians. We dropped 2 cortexes out of 500 maps, so I guess drop chance is about 1 in 250. Maybe you need to do more to find out like the true drop chance, but I don't want to do this no more. Okay, so things like invitations, like as I said previously, the map boss drop additional Eldritch Ember currency. So yes, it's about 35x from 500 maps. So if you were just to do the map, rush the map boss, this is probably what you can expect, around 10C per map. Yes. So next one, essences. So for essences, I usually just clear essences along the way. So you want to use Remnant of Corruptions on Envy, Dread, Misery, and Scorn, which is how you get these 4 different essences here. Horror, Insanity, Delirium, and Hysteria. So yeah, if it's along the way, just clear the essences. You just click them twice and you're done. And it actually gives quite a lot of money even when you're not full clearing the map. So yes, as you can see here, I made about 18x just by clearing essences along the way. 5C per map doesn't sound like that much, but I mean it's just free, right? So okay. So next one, the big money maker. So the loot from the sexton itself. So if you can see, I have mad amounts of scarabs, of gilded scarabs, right? This is a lot of scarabs. So here's the loot breakdown. Okay, we have made a total of about 62.5x. Honestly, you can probably list it for higher since you have such large amounts of gilded, especially. Cause I don't know, maybe the prices will tank after I release this video, but I don't think so. So okay, so what I want to talk about now is something else that I don't know how many people actually know about. I mean, I might as well just talk about it, right? So as you can see, Torment Scarabs, Sulfite, Metamorph, Elder, Shaper, like these are ass scarabs, right? It's trash. So what do you want to do? You want to do this Horizon Orb recipe. So if you put 2 scarabs and a Horizon Orb, you get a new scarab of the same rarity. So you change your trash scarabs to non-trash scarabs pretty much most of the time. So as you can see, I did the recipe, and yeah, I got rid of most of my nonsense scarabs and converted it to, something better. Look at that. Look at the expedition. I got like 20 more. It's crazy. So yes, from 62.5x, it became around 69.1x, and it's very, very fast. So Horizon Ops are very, very cheap. It's about 3 to 1. 3 to 1? Yeah, about 3 to 1, 4 to 1, depends. I haven't really checked. I use Horizon Ops that I had on hand, but it's about 66C for the cost. And yeah, just by doing the Horizon Op recipe, I get about 7 more X. Then lastly, I have a bunch of other loot, pure chaos. I dropped 4 exalts, some blueprints, unusual gem blueprints, but I think it's pretty reasonable, right? If you're doing 500 maps, you should expect some sort of other currency. Few sextants, 51 sextants, 3 chaos a pop. It's like 1x. It adds up, right? So yeah, that's the loot breakdown. Okay, I mean you can go back all the way to the first slide, right? I made 13k, 13.5k, about 100x. I think it's kind of crazy. Pretty chill strat, but I ain't gonna do that again. So that's about it. Thank you for watching. I'm gonna be streaming on Twitch if I feel like it. You can come down and say hi, say my loot filter is trash. I don't know, but that is all. Thank you. Bye bye.